The Signal Mountain Town Council got an earful from residents tonight. They're upset about potential cuts that could be coming to the town's fire department. News 12's Nick Hill joins us now live with what happened at tonight's meeting. Nick.
Late last week, the Signal Mountain Firefighters Association posted on social media that claimed that the town was going to cut their fire department in half and lay off several firefighters, and that the council would vote on this proposal tonight. The council did not vote on any new budget tonight, as a new budget has not been drafted. However, data was presented to the town that suggested that major changes will have to be made. But residents hope one of those changes do not involve the fire department.
I just don't understand. Your priorities are just a little askew.
The tone of many of the citizens who took the podium in front of the Signal Mountain Town Council was of confusion and frustration.
I've had two tax increases since about 7 years. I see things happening around here that I'm really not convinced that we know where we are.
Signal Mountain Councilperson Andrew Gartner presented a series of data from two recent MTAS studies, which analyzed salaries in municipal governments. He says the town is facing a $1.5 million deficit on a budget of only $9 million.
My belief is we need a long-term plan to get these things right-sized.
Some of the data he presented included that the Signal Mountain Fire Department is far bigger compared to most departments that serve similar-sized communities. The budget of the fire department last year was almost $2.5 million, which Gardner says is 30% of the town's total budget. He says the town must make a tough decision during their budgeting process of how much of the budget the fire department should take up.
This is not something that they get to control of. It's something that the people in these seats control now.
Signal Mountain Mayor Charles Poss says he wants to avoid a repeat of past tax increases to cover budget shortfalls.
You guys sitting out there, a lot of you don't want your taxes raised, and you don't want the first reaction of the town council when presented with some deficit to be, let's raise your taxes.
Gardner said that in order to cover $1.5 million, there would have to be a property tax hike of 25%. However, some speakers said they'd be willing to do what was necessary to keep the fire department as is.
I know that's like a visceral reaction for some people, but I think they want their taxes raised responsibly. And I certainly think that the fire department is responsible spending.
The town council said that they are looking for ways to keep service as good as possible while making up that budget deficit. Other concerns residents brought up included the response times if the fire department shrank, their insurance costs potentially going up, and the long-term viability of their community. This budgeting process is just starting and will take months to complete. The Signal Mountain Firefighters Association has not yet responded to tonight's meeting, and some firefighters that I briefly spoke to did not want to comment on the situation at this time. Reporting live, Nick Hill, News 12.